I'm very compliant.
No. That's sad that people would think that that's true about you, but it's not.
It is true. I am very compliant. Just not compliant if it's dumb.
Which, that's fair.
Right? It's kind of what you want your kids to be.
Yeah, you don't want blind allegiance.
No.
Did you pull it up? Would you trade memories for money? Did you pull that up?
I did not, but I will.
Does this just start going right when I change it to the place?
Yes.
Oh, so I've got to go back and do it again.
Yeah. What are we doing, 30?
Well, I'm doing 10 because we'll do 10 sections.
10, 10, 10.
Okay. Would you trade memories for money?
Clearly, yes. Right?
It's just a yes/no answer. Yes. All right, I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Matthew 6:19. Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also.
This is God's word.
Yeah. So would you trade memories for money? Tagline, if I paid you enough, would you trade your memories for money? So talk us through, I remember sitting outside and you kind of had that switch of, framing it this way, asking a different question is a different kind of challenge.
Yeah, it was definitely a moment when we were having, this whole conversation about spending money to go on a family vacation. And then I was just thinking, essentially, how much would you have to pay me to skip something meaningful? And it's just kind of looking at it from the inverse. So you can apply that to really anything, and I know that becomes a very slippery slope. Like, oh, well, maybe you should just not work, but that's not the point. The idea is, even if you think about some high-paying job, right? Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a CEO. Well, what would you trade for that? And how many memories, meaningful memories, would I trade to have that?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a different way to look at it. So the idea was, how can I apply this to try and take those thoughts captive every day to go, hey, what am I trading today?
Yeah.
For a job, for a paycheck? And I think it's a sobering thought.
Yeah, it's a challenging thought because it's not common to ask it that way, right? It's common to ask things like, how much would that cost? And you have a moment where you kind of think through it and go, is that worth the cost? Can I justify that vacation or that trip or buying that thing or that car, that house, whatever?
Yeah.
And that's normal and that's good. But to actually use it as a side-by-side comparison with, well, if I do that thing, what am I saying no to? That's asking it differently.
Yeah, and almost
especially in the moment.
And it's like people, because I've asked that too. Like every yes is a no, right?
Yeah.
People say that, but it's more when you realize that you're essentially, not even essentially, you are practically trading money for that thing. Meaning, if somebody walked up to you and said, I'll give you 10 grand to miss your daughter or your son's baseball game. And you say, I'll take it. And it's like, man, so essentially there's a price to everything.
Yeah.
And the question becomes, what's your price? And is there anything that you would trade for that? And so is money really the thing that you actually value more than anything? It's just a matter of how much.
And no one's going to say yeah.
Right.
But then everyone does say yeah, because that's what they do.
Yeah, that's how we live our lives. It's like,
which is what you put here, right? You literally put, of course we never say that, but execution tells the truth and intention just talks about it.
Yeah. I mean,
so then having to work through, okay, so what is your number?
Yeah. What's the price tag to say no to date nights for the next 6 months? Would you trade your health for a job title? Would you skip the dinner table for some award on a stage? You can't get back sitting with your family or sitting with your spouse, with your friend,
Yeah.
and spending time together.
Yeah, I forget. I've not seen him in a while, but I forget who it was, the channel that was doing it. But you were showing me some videos for a while there of a guy stopping people on the street, and he would usually stop kind of the older generation,
Yeah.
those that looked like maybe they'd already retired and they're just
Yeah.
hanging out and they're walking on the boardwalk or whatever. And I remember you showing it, and invariably it was always the same answer. I wish I'd either worked less, or I wish I'd been home more, or I wish I'd spent more time with my spouse or with my kids. It's always, the one, what would I have done differently, is always more time with my people.
With people
Always.
I love. Yeah.
Always more time with people I love.
Yeah, I started a book, and I think purposefully haven't finished it, called, The 5 Regrets of the Dying. And it's this lady who spent time basically taking care of people, essentially in hospice, and what observations were made on what they would say and how they were all pretty much the same. So, the question's like, well, what's your number? Is it 50 grand a year? Is it 100 grand a year? Is it $500,000? Is it $1 million?
Do you think there's a deeper thing behind it? Do you think there's any like? And I know everyone's different, so different people chase different things or have different motivations behind it.
Yeah.
It often comes out the same way, meaning money or job, right?
Yes.
Or something. But do you think there's something deeper behind it? Like, is it fear behind it? Is it risk reward behind it? Is it public perception? Do you think there's other things behind it?
I'm sure there is.
Or do you think it's kind of varied and for a lot of people literally just no, I want to make the extra 10 grand bonus, or I want to make that next leap into the next level of my career so that I've got more, I guess it's safety, right? People want the safety of, I've got a good job and I can take on another payment and I can put more in the bank.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, what is stopping people from just kind of taking or making different decisions?
I think those things are different on the outside, but if we look at God's word, right, we know that pride is at the root of most things, and that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So when you love money, it produces all kinds of evil. So there's all kinds of things that come out of that. And having fear or pride or arrogance or perception, public opinion, I think all of those things can be true. I do think that it feels like what they come down to is trust. Do you trust the Lord? Do you trust that what He has planned for you is good, and that the things that He says are good are good? And
then asking Him what those things are too. Like that's the really hard part about it.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard an interview with Jackie Hill Perry on Lecrae, and she's super brilliant. And she said something that it was really interesting, which was a lot of the stuff that we're looking at today. So when you think about the jobs, and it's satanic, and that we've fallen more in love with Satan than looking at Christ.
How was she framing that? What did she mean by that? Like the chase of it?
Just everything we want to see. So think about everything you want to see on social media, whether it's everything that's evil, covetousness, all of these things that we want to put our eyes on, and then we've almost become numb to just constantly seeing that it becomes
that's just part of normal daily life. All that.
Hey, the guy who stops people on the street, like, oh, how'd you become so successful?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be so much more interesting if he was finding people who were having a meaningful impact, or maybe even asking people, who's the person who's had the most impact on you, and why did they have that impact on you? I promise you none of it will be about money. But we want to watch the videos. We want to get the channels get a bunch of views where it's like, oh, when did you make your first million?
Yeah, million. So is the million.
And then, you make your first million and you're like,
cool,
okay, so what?
Yeah.
Where's the next?
It's all accolades.
Yeah. So I think, the idea here is you need to look at what you're giving up, not just what you're gaining, and make sure that exchange is one that your soul can afford, because you can't rewind a season. You just can't.
Yeah, I like that. Take inventory not of your calendar or your bank account, but your moments. Yeah, I love that. And it's easy to like enjoy reading something like this and going, yeah, that resonates.
That sounds so good.
That's great. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take inventory of my moments. But then we lose that within 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're back to the grind. So it's just it's like anything.
Well, and it doesn't have to be daunting.
Apply.
It just needs to be for today.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you've said that a bunch of times.
You know, I don't have to figure out how I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do it today. Mm-hmm. What am I going to do right now in this next 6 hours to make directional improvement, 1% improvement?
Yeah, I like that a lot. This was a good one. This was a challenging one.
And how's our time?
Oh, we're past time on that.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're at 11 minutes.
Oh, did the timer not go on?
I didn't want it to go mental. Do you want it to go mental? I can do that a lot.
It just goes beep, beep.
Like that.
Yeah. It's very nice.
It's not aggressive, actually.
It's not aggressive. It's just a reminder.